Okay, my friends, thank you for coming to the blah 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 edition, as I don't remember what number is this edition, of the International Week of Cuban Social Dances. We are talking about son, and casino. I didn't publish the program as lesson and that because I prefer to adapt according with the group the content. What I mean is I'm just thinking about to do that song or not, and dedicate more time to solve the choreographic motions, things, and give you more figures of casino. So I'm going to keep a song to the end. If we get a little saturated with casino, then at the end we are going to do song. So thank you for coming again. Today we are going to start with choreographic motion. So I ask you, it's not visible, but please get closer. I want to just explain some things. And then, look, MCC means método del cuadro del casino. It doesn't mean that we dance with square shapes. It's the opposite. We dance using curve. But when we overlap all the roots, choreographic roots that we use when we do well-formed casino, all the coincidence of the point makes a square in the center as you see in the map. So it's 4.0 because it's the version of this methodology which I started a long time ago in Japan, and then I have developed even more in Miami, working hard with Akiko, who is maybe the main reason I made the map, because I was talking about lines and curves, and that only exists in my mind, and Akiko say I don't see any curve, any lines, and then I had to put it in over the floor, and then from there the map existed, because the map existed just in my abstraction. So the way we learn is we learn motion, choreographic motion, which is, let's say, comparing with language. When we learn language is about phonetic. How do we use our body in general to dance these well-formed styles of Cuban dance? So we learn how to do the turns, the walking, how do we do every angle gains, things like that. And then once we have that, we go to the grammar. Okay, dramatic, choreographic dramatic is the structure of the dance. So we know how to, let's say, write a choreographic sentence, but in dance. So where to start, where to end, when a figure starts, from where to where we have a figure, from where to where we have a routine, and then the components of this choreographic process. So from there we go a little deeper. So the structure is a general aspect that gives you the elements you have to do, and then this is the rest of the elements. We do navigation, so this time we zoom in to the steps. That's why we have that choreographic GPS. It's called a choreographer. Okay, so later I'm going to explain there exactly what we are going to do when I talk about navigation. So we learn how to navigate apart, guys and girls, without giving problems to each other. So we take our responsibility trying to make our steps as clean as we can. And then we get connected and then we do the choreographic conduction. So the guy lead the lady, or the lady lead the lady, or whatever, the lead leads the follower. But sometimes I'm going to give you specific concepts about leading and following, because sometimes in another dances the interpretation is a little magic. So if I do this, you have to do this. No, it doesn't work like that. In MCC it works like the follower is a part of the body of the lady, and you don't have to think. You have to just follow the physics. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you. You don't have to be doctor in physics or in mechanic, but I'm going to explain in simple words how it works. So later we are going to put this navigation and conduction together, and then we are going to do the fine calibration. So the common mistakes everybody commit. So sometimes don't feel bad. I'm going to use one of you who are doing, let's say, a mistake, just for take advantage of this for explain everywhere. Everybody's doing the same thing. Okay? Yesterday I was dancing as a lady, and I was observing some, you know, some eyes coming to me, an energy here, and was Akiko observing me, because I asked, I'm very, very rude with Akiko when I'm teaching her, and then I was saying, I am not doing exactly what I'm asking you, Akiko, asking Akiko to do it. But the thing is, everybody have things to improve, and then we are like a family, we are friends, and we find someone doing, I know that everybody's doing the same thing, and then I say, look, here, because it's the best way to find what to do. So after optimization, we do this fine calibration, we go to combination. Combination is, let's think that this map is like a little city of casino where you travel through, and then we have nodes. It's the points, it's like the red, yellow, and green, how do you call that, the sign. And then once you have in one corner, you have different possibilities to take. So when we learn that in every position we have several possibilities, it's like being in different restaurants, and you have different menus, you have a menu of figures, so the combination skill goes up. So this is the way we are going to build the learning. And this time, I think I did it the last time as well, I'm going to do the motion, and then we go to routine number 1. So from here we do routine number 1 to 6. I'm going to write it later. But from routine number 1, which is the, let's say, the maquette, the most simple but representative figure of casino. We have one routine number 1 for song and danzón as well. From this routine number 1, I'm going to go deeper. So I'm going to do not just doing routine number 1, but I'm going to explain how you can develop this in different versions. So like this, we go directly like this. So this is the normal line of learning, but I'm going to use routine number 1, explain this, and going to the most sophisticated way of using the routine number 1 and 2, and then the version up of 2. Routine number 3, the version up of 3, which is routine number 9. So I'm going to, instead of doing routine number 1, 2, 3 until 18, I'm going to do routine number 1 and the version up of routine number 1. So like this, you can do basic things and a little developed things. But in MCC, there is no, let me tell you, the way we organize the knowledge here is not about commercial approach. It's not, you are a beginner and then I'm going to teach you later the medium or advanced. No, because the difficulty of the steps are the same. There are no basic steps, basic song and developed song. The song is developed from the beginning. So the most basic steps are very hard to do it. So if you feel so frustrated for that, it means that you are in the right way. If you feel happy doing the basic things from the beginning, this is not true, because there is no easy good technique. All the good techniques are hard from the beginning, but I try to be kind, and I'm going to say jokes if I can, if I have room in my mind. But the thing is, feeling a little frustrated sometimes means that you are learning something real. And then with the time you are going to do first layer, second layer, and then you are going to improve. But from the beginning, I'm not going to change the quality of the step because you are not able. Everybody has the same. That's why in MCC, when you come, even if you are a teacher, everybody here is in the same level. Why? Because we don't do commercial distribution level, but structural level. So we have to improve the technique with the time, but the quality of the step is the same. Okay? So let's go. Let's start.